I'm Gloria Johnson, and I'm running for U.S. Senate.
Standing in front of the school where she used to teach in Knoxville, Democratic State Representative Gloria Johnson, one of the Tennessee three who joined gun control protesters at the state capitol, announced she will challenge Republican incumbent Marsha Blackburn for the U.S. Senate in 2024.
We currently have a U.S. Senator named Marsha Blackburn, who is right now fighting against lowering prescription costs for seniors and for others. It's outrageous. How can this be? Well, she gets almost $2 million from insurance companies and big pharma. That's how it happens.
Blackburn also gets a lot of money from gun manufacturers and their lobbyists in the National Rifle Association. After a Nashville mass shooting when Johnson, Justin Pearson, and Justin Jones were getting reprimanded by the Republican state legislature for demanding new gun restrictions, Senator Blackburn was working with Republicans in Washington to make sure federal gun restrictions would not even be considered.
Why do we not have common sense gun legislation like safe storage laws, universal background checks, red flag laws? Because she gets millions from the NRA. This is what we're up against. These folks are not working for us.
Johnson also hammered Blackburn over the issue of women's rights.
80% of Tennesseans want abortion care on some level. She wants to make a federal ban on abortions. And then has the nerve to talk about freedom.
Incumbent Senator Blackburn won her last Tennessee Senate race by about 10 points. The state is heavily Republican, and Democrat Gloria Johnson is going to be an underdog in this race, no matter how much intrigue or attention she generates. However, by hammering on issues like abortion rights and the arguable corruption of Senator Blackburn for putting wealthy corporations ahead of everybody else, this Tennessee Senate race could be close. And Democrat Johnson has a compelling personal story. Because while her participation in state capitol demonstrations for new gun restrictions and her allegiance with expelled Democrats Pearson and Jones raised Johnson's profile, the way she came to the issue of trying to stop mass shootings is compelling. You see, before she became a state representative, Johnson was a public school teacher for more than 2 decades, and she was at Central High School in Knoxville in 2008 when a student was shot and killed.
And I heard a lot of screaming. And I looked out my window, and there were kids running down the hill towards my classroom, screaming with terror on their faces. They had just seen one of their classmates shot in the cafeteria. Some of them saw Ryan take his last breaths. I can't tell you the trauma that came from that day for the students, for the parents, for the staff and the teachers. It was just unbelievable. And the fact that we are still seeing that today and nothing has been done is, we have got to do better. We can do better, and Tennesseans deserve better.
Indeed, and it would be especially ironic if new gun restrictions are able to pass thanks to Democrats gaining Senate seats like this one representing Tennessee. Because while Republicans thought they were punishing and sending back Johnson and 2 other Democrats for the state lawmakers' gun control advocacy, the Republican overreach has had the effect of lifting them, including Johnson, and perhaps giving her Democratic campaign for Senate a chance. By the way, one of the other Tennessee three, Justin Pearson, was recently shoved by the Tennessee Republican House Speaker. On the right, that is Republican House Speaker Cameron Sexton. On the left is Democrat Representative Justin Pearson. And that was a shove by Speaker Sexton and finger waving.
I was saying that this was shameful and a disgrace to the people in the state of Tennessee that were tired of going to funerals. The speaker violently shoved me in the chest, and then other members of his party also pushed me back.
Check out that video at the link below. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.